This is what will happen if a narcissist is gaslighting you. Today, we'll talk about gaslighting, a form of abuse used by narcissists that can subtly present itself across mental, emotional, and spiritual realms. The use of gaslighting techniques is characteristic of narcissistic abuse. Someone is gaslighting you if they can get you to question your beliefs, memories, and identity to the point where you start questioning your sanity. Narcissists achieve their goals through lying, exaggerating, denying, and manipulating others. Emotional manipulation occurs when someone who is emotionally close to you, such as a partner or a friend, acts intentionally to cause emotional distress. Making the victim accept responsibility for their misfortune due to gaslighting is a form of abuse that can have lasting effects on the victim's feelings and worldview. Why? To flip the cake onto the other is the Spanish equivalent of the English phrase to gaslight, which is an idiomatic term for another idiomatic expression. One strategy to cope with vulnerability is to divert attention from one's flaws to those of one's opponent, usually by a particularly cunning or novel attack. Shocking propensity to use inappropriate language in everyday discourse. Those who have been through something similar may find it difficult, if not impossible, to make sensible decisions due to a lack of trust in their emotional talents. A smokescreen, or smoke curtain, refers to this deceptive tactic, a tactic used to hide something or someone from the general public. Even if people consistently behave and adhere to rules, it is impossible to know if something is being concealed surreptitiously for one's convenience. Even if it takes some time, the truth will emerge. Gaslighting is a sort of psychological manipulation in which one person leads another to question the integrity of their thoughts, feelings, and experiences. Abusers commonly utilize tactics like making their victims question their sanity and memory in an effort to keep them under their control. Emotional intelligence and perceptual understanding are more important than academic credentials, and professional experience could reinforce the victim's and bystanders' belief that the abuser is right. They attribute the issue to the target, believing that they are experiencing similar issues due to incorrect perceptions or mistaken recollections. A liar's purpose is to make you doubt your beliefs and the reality you see when you take a step back and examine the situation dispassionately. You can get the label of being too sensitive or too easily hurt by others. Narcissists worry a lot about being exposed because they are so preoccupied with themselves. Damage from narcissists' gaslighting, especially within toxic and dysfunctional family systems, can be difficult to overcome and take a long time. The purpose of gaslighting is to instill fear, doubt, and worry in the targeted individual. Both the abuser, or gaslighter, and the victim, or gaslighted, are involved in a gaslighting exchange, even though the victim might not realize it. Anyone can be gaslit, regardless of intelligence or experience. Regardless of what the abuser claims regarding your health, they are not telling the truth. Because of your generosity and lack of self-interest, you are more likely to be mistreated. When abuse is commonplace throughout a person's life, that person may begin to blame themselves for their predicament from an early age. When you're an empath, and you know that you wouldn't treat anyone else the way they've treated you, it isn't easy to comprehend why they would treat you badly. Those with a higher propensity for harmful behavior due to narcissism will not get our help. Nobody involved gives a hoot about you. If you're being mistreated, you must speak up about it, or else the abuser will keep using gaslighting tactics and finding someone else to blame. Gaslighting occurs when someone intentionally puts you in an awkward situation or presses you to justify or explain your actions. Even if someone seems honest, they may lie through their behavior or words. As a result, you may feel uneasiness around new people. You ask for more trouble when you need to explain, apologize, or defend yourself frequently, even when you are correct. Envision a scenario in which you have trouble accepting your emotions, thoughts, memories, and sanity. If you said yes, you're definitely a regular gaslight victim. Hence, gaslighting comprises lying, manipulation, and deception to obtain power and influence over another individual. In gaslighting, the target is subjected to persistent efforts to alter their state of mind, to gain control over their emotions and thoughts. The situation becomes more challenging whenever there is a communication breakdown or a misunderstanding. The individual you think is gaslighting you might see value in continuing the behavior pattern you've observed with that person or those people. You can see how widespread this misconception is by how often the phrase "simply another misunderstanding" describes the supposed misunderstanding. Learn if there's somebody that makes you uncomfortable or if you need to make peace with yourself. Is it routine for you to offer a fabricated justification whenever something goes wrong? Is it important to them that you and other people think you're crazy? Think about it. Like other forms of prolonged emotional abuse, their gaslighting causes the victim to question their thoughts and recollections. Pay attention to your body and do what it tells you. You should be looking for indicators that the narcissist is shifting the blame away from themselves and others. They are quick to blame us for anything negative in their lives, even love partnerships. They take pleasure in defaming us and spreading false information. Their main objective is to make everyone think they're superior to us average folk. Relationships deteriorate when one partner repeatedly belittles the other, treating them as if they aren't paying attention or, worse, as if they are stupid, silly, inadequate, or inferior. People who behave in this way are either cunning or cruel. If you're a decent person, the narcissist can spend all day attempting to gaslight you, but you'll see through it. People will come to believe they are unlovable if they often hear that they are unlovable. It's not hard to see how this could motivate people to improve themselves in order to receive the adoration, admiration, and esteem they've always craved. Alas, reality does not operate that way. The narcissist may have an increase in a sense of superiority and control. No matter how familiar you are with the term gaslighting or the behavior it describes, I want to reassure you, you do not have to put up with it. No one has the right to probe into another person's private life in order to assess how they are doing emotionally or mentally at home or at the office. Remember that you do not have to go through this ordeal by yourself. Your decision is final. It is not acceptable to make someone feel crazy, wrong, or inadequate because of their past or the perspective they have on the world. They keep behaving in the same way you do, even when it has nothing to do with you. They're both lying to you and to each other. Their word doesn't mean anything because they're all lying to you. Just chill down in your own skin and extend that respect to everyone around you. I hope this brief explanation is of some use. In the comments, please share your ideas and stories. If you've made it this far, I appreciate your attention. As a result, I want to put more effort into future videos to make their explanations more accessible and understandable. Again, I appreciate your taking the time to watch. Your interest is greatly appreciated. Good day, everyone.